Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man. First one on SpeakPipe comes from Brent. Let me double check my volume here because I don't want to blow anybody away.
Hey, Disc Golf Answer Man. My name is Brent, all the way up here in Wisconsin. My question today is, what would be your preferred choice of footwear for discing? Usually I wear gym shoes and I would like slip and slide all over the tee pads if they were wet at all. So I recently made the decision to get a pair of Keen Saltzman hiking shoes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really excited to, with their combination of waterproofing and the thick tread on the bottom of the shoe, I'm really excited to see how they hold up and how they perform. Just interested to see what you guys go to in terms of footwear for disc golf. So as always, keep it real, and thanks for answering my question.
Nice.
I got to say, when it comes to
Thanks, Brent.
questions, it's the biggest one is how do I get more distance
Yeah.
and what shoe should I wear?
Well, yeah, because they watch the show and know how much I care about shoes.
No, before you were
Thank you, Brent, for making me feel welcome
before you were even part of the show.
so long ago.
Shoes
forever ago.
was a big topic, and I see that on Facebook all the time. Why do you suppose that is?
I don't know. I mean, for us, it's not quite the same as golf clubs and how important they are to hitting golf balls. But for us, discs are more important. But because so much of our throw is dependent on our plant and our footwork, I think shoes are really important to people, and that's why they care and want to get the best ones that'll last the longest and give them the right amount of grip. I care about mine a lot. I won't just go play in any shoes.
Now, I will tell you that disc golfers are very rough on shoes.
Especially Eric.
Yes, especially if you're a toe dragger, which
He is
Eric
a toe
is a toe
dragger,
dragger. So you got to be real careful with that. And if you play on a lot of courses that have concrete tee pads,
Yep.
that's going to tear up. Concrete tee pads and rubber just don't work well together.
Mm-hmm.
Just about if you ask anybody, you're going to get all kinds of different answers as far as comfort level and things like that because people prefer different fits of different shoes and things like that. But for the most part, you're going to see a lot of disc golfers wearing your Solomon brand, your Keen brand. The Merrill brand is another big brand that you see a lot because of that hiking trail type shoe seems to fit well with walking on the courses a lot. But you will see I've seen some people wear just regular old like Nike running shoes,
Right.
just because that's what's comfortable to them. The thing is, you got to know that if you're going to play 4 to 5 times a week, if you're just diehard disc golf, your shoes are not going to last long.
Yeah,
And so
you're
you
gonna
cannot,
replace them.
you cannot expect those shoes not to get tore up because remember, you're constantly twisting your foot on that tee pad and that's going to wear it out.
Right.
So, other than that, I don't know what else to.
Yeah. I mean, a bunch of people, like you said, like the Adidas Terex shoes. I like the Salomon shoes in general. I like more of the running style as opposed to the hiking style because they're a little bit lighter and lower profile. That's just personal preference. I have some waterproof ones that are on the hiking side of things, and I like those pretty well. Obviously, Paige Pierce is a Keen sponsored athlete, and so she wears Keens all the time and tells me how great they are. And I bought a pair of waterproof boots of theirs to try out, and they were fantastic. So, it's personal preference, really.
That's a good point. Waterproof shoes.
Have one of each.
At least one pair of waterproof shoes, or waterproof socks, something, because even if you don't play in a place that rains a lot, if you're ever playing in tournaments and your tee time happens to be early in the morning, there's still that morning dew that can be on grass.
The worst.
I'm telling you, you will ruin the first half of your first round if your feet are sopping wet.
If not all of your round. It's so annoying.
Yeah. So, and there's something about tiring out. It just tires out your feet.
Yeah. And here's a free piece of advice.
Oh
though.
man, you're going to beat me to it.
You can do it. You can do it.
Is it socks?
Yeah.
Yes.
In between rounds.
This is something I learned in the Marine Corps. Obviously, we didn't play disc golf in the Marine Corps. We could have, but we just didn't happen to play disc golf. But when we would go on our 15-mile hikes, we would have to take 4 or 5 pairs of socks because every time we would take a break and stop and eat or something like that, they would force us to change our socks, and it did make a big difference. So I would say that translates to disc golf. In between rounds, I'm telling you, you'll feel renewed. There'll be a sense of renewed.
Yeah. It's honestly, it's like having a new lease on life.
Yes.
I always if I'm going to a 1-day tournament with 2 rounds, I always have 3 pairs of socks with me. The ones I'm wearing on my feet right then, the ones to change into for the second round, and then right after the second round's over, I change either into flip-flops sometimes, but If not, yeah, new pair of socks, not disc golf shoes. Oh, you feel so great after that.
Yes, feels so great.